Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, I am JJW, and this is rumble.com/JJW. And I don't have Deacon here to tell me if my mic is clipping too much, but I think Deacon's feeling ill, guys. I'm really worried about Deacon. It's been it's obviously been every single day he's ill, but like the last couple of days has just been so bad. So, Deacon, I know you're out there. You're probably not watching, of course, but maybe you'll see this after the fact that we are all feeling for you, buddy. We want you to get better. So it's just going to be me tonight. Although if maybe Mr. E or Brian, I think Brian is taking the kid to school, but I have a link down in Discord. If one of you guys wants to jump on the show, holler at me, let me know. And not only is Deacon sick, yeah. Hey, Manuel. Not only is Deacon sick, my little girl woke up sick at 4 a.m. I mean, like last night was Halloween, right? So we not only did they do school all day, and then after school, we took them to gymnastics like we do on Monday nights. So we had them do gymnastics. Nobody else was in the gymnasium. It was just them and their coaches. So for an hour, it was the coach just running our kids like as hard as they can, just wearing them out. And we were like, yeah, wear those kids out. Let them be tired. And then they get home at like 7:30. It's already black outside, and they're wanting to go trick-or-treating. And we told them they couldn't. So we took them trick-or-treating for an hour. And my youngest daughter wants to eat candy every time that they get it from somebody at a house. And we only went in our neighborhood. Every time we go to a house, she would get like a candy from the person who answered the door, and she went, "Mom, can I eat this?" And we're like, "No, no, you cannot eat it." my oldest daughter, she doesn't really like sweets. She thinks she likes sweets until she gets like a candy or something, and then she'll take a bite and then she'll throw it in the trash. or she'll have like 1 scoop or 2 scoops of the snow cone the other day, and she threw the entire cup away. She doesn't like sugar or sweets. But my youngest daughter, oh my gosh, my youngest daughter's got a sweet tooth. She loves sugar, and it just makes herself sick. So either she got herself sick eating a piece of candy last night, I'm not sure, or it could be the weather. The weather is hitting me. Oh, I got a boo-boo. The weather's hitting me. It's making, drainage, have sinuses, all of that stuff. I'm almost going to sneeze. Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me. I thought I muted the mic. Instead, I almost DM'd somebody on Twitter. I am so sorry, guys. I thought I hit the mic. Anyway, Manuel's birthday party is Saturday. His daughter had so much candy, she's been sick and puking since both ends. Why do we give children candy? We know it's not good for them. You know why? I know why. Because when you give it to them, they squee. They're so happy. It's fake though. It's fake happiness. Happy birthday to you, sir. You are going to be up in our show later because, Manuel, whether you know it or not, you are the official rumble.com movie correspondent. So I hope you stick around to give us some information. So, Manuel, if you're available, I don't even know if you're on the Discord server, but if you're on the Discord server and if you're free, you can jump on the show. I have a link for you. And Brian, Mr. E, whoever's around, you guys can jump on. All right. Let's look at some news. Today's episode is Tweets de Los Muertos. It's November 1st. Today is the Day of the Dead. But oh my gosh, Twitter, like there's been so many like Twitter stories that I've just been like, I don't really, because I know if I put a Twitter story in the regular news cycle, Deacon's just gonna like roll his eyes entirely out of his head. So I stacked him up yesterday, and this morning Deacon was like, I'm not feeling good. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, Deacon. First things first, though, we got to deal with we got a few, I'm going to say potential apocalypses happening. Potential apocalypses. Let's talk about some potential apocalypses on today. Tweets de Los Muertos. I'm totally lost. Where's the button to share the screen? Here it is. Let's look at, I don't know, this way with this thing. This will just be easier. Here we go. I don't go there. I go over here. There we go. Okay. I feel comfortable now. Oh, you're not part of the Discord? Okay. I'll send you a link on Twitter, dude. We're on Discord all the time. At least me and Deacon are, and some other. Anyway, okay. Check this out. I know you probably saw this in the news already. Planet killer asteroid spotted hiding in the sun's glare. In the sun's glare, we could barely discern it from the corona. This is on CNN. Astronomers have spotted 3 near-Earth asteroids that were lurking undetected within the glare of the sun. One of the asteroids is the largest potentially hazardous object posing a risk to Earth to be discovered in the last 8 years. Asteroids belong to a group found within the orbits of Earth and Mars, but they're incredibly difficult to observe because the brightness of the sun shields them from telescopic observations. To avoid the sun's glare, astronomers leaped at the chance to conduct their observations using the brief window of twilight. An international team spied the space rocks while using the dark energy camera located on the Victor M. Blanco 4-meter telescope at the Cerro Tolo Inter-American Observatory in Chile. The findings were published in the Astronomical Journal. One of the asteroids, called 2022 AP7, that is a catchy name right there. You're not going to forget that. is 1.5 kilometers wide and has an orbit that could bring it within Earth's path in the future. But it's difficult for the scientists to know when. The future being, I read it somewhere else. I'm not going to read all of this. You guys got it. It's flying rocks. Flying rocks in space. Apparently that potential of future is like generations from now. So like 100 years from now or something like that. But luckily for us, we have refrigerator shooting technology that we have developed that you can spend $400 million. You can shoot a refrigerator at an asteroid, and you can move its trajectory just a little bit. So, I mean, what's to worry about? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. A little rock in space. You know how many giant asteroids we haven't observed? Don't kill us. Don't kill us, space rock, says Mr. E. Exactly. You have any idea how many asteroids have zipped past the Earth and we never even knew? We never even knew that we were, on the verge of total human annihilation. We have no idea. We have no idea at all. And you know what? You sleep better that way, don't you? Don't you sleep better not knowing that there's rocks out there trying to murder our entire species? I think so. Let's see. Let's find another apocalyptic thing. Check this out. I saw this. This is from Fascinating at Fascinating on Twitter, or at Facet1Nate. At Facet1Nate. Drone footage of a volcano eruption from above Bjorn Steinbeck. So, I know that we see drone all the time. Drones in the Ukraine war, drones doing this, drones spying on women doing bikini tans or whatever. But this is the coolest stuff that I have seen from drones yet. There's this. I saw another one yesterday of it was flying over like a whale, and the whale was like underwater. It was crazy. But this is right above the volcano, and I don't know if this is like sped up or something, but the rock goes from basically like superheated rock to like all of a sudden just bubbling lava. This is crazy. And it's got to be so high and so hot, but I don't see smoke anywhere. So, ugh. Yeah. Jeremy says there's nothing to worry about planet killer asteroids. I don't think so either. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That is nuts. Oh, it's kind of small. I should have played it bigger, but yeah. The drone even has audio. Yeah, you guys got audio. Look at this. How high up is this thing that you can still hear it churning molten rock, and it's splashing like literally like water, and there's the smoke. Volcanoes. That's cool. I think that's cool. And now I can't stop the sound. Goodbye, volcano. You guys ready for the next apocalypse? Not only could we be wiped out by molten rock and space rocks, I mean, we could also be wiped out by this kind of stuff right here. Here we go. David Duchovny on stage. I guess he's got a band. He takes a moment. You got a Duchovny twerk. Duchovny twerk. That can easily wipe out human civilization as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sorry, guys, you can't unsee that. You're going to be dreaming about it. It's going to be Mulder and Scully investigating some alien supernatural thing, and then in your mind's eye, you're going to see Mulder just bust out a twerk. Okay, all right. So, how about this one? Did you guys see this? This is post. Stop interrupting me.
And the donor.
You talking heads, you never shut up. This is posted by Jack Posobiec on Twitter. If you're not following Jack on Twitter, you gotta. If you're on Twitter, you don't have to be on Twitter, but if you're gonna be on Twitter, you better follow Jack on Twitter, because he's got all the news and all the receipts, and he's dropping bombs on everybody all the time, or he's selling pillows. Here we go.
Class can't just sit back on the sidelines and say, "Oh well, don't worry, this will all work itself out." they're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
What? I'm
And
sorry,
and the
sir.
donor
It sounded
class
like
can't just sit back
it
on the
sounded
sidelines and say
it
bullet in
sounded
Donald
like
Trump, and that's a fact. And the donor class can't just sit back on the sidelines and say, oh, well, don't worry, this will all work itself out. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. If you don't recall from yesterday's episode, I did play a clip about Joe Biden on a campaign speech this weekend saying that we have to put an end to Republican malarkey, calling for violence. And then I posted the video of Senator Hirano literally calling for arms. And then I posted a clip of Joe Biden's Soul of America speech, telling people that they can we can fight everybody that goes for election fraud. And then I posted a clip of Hillary Clinton literally accusing Republicans of stealing the election. And now this bozo is with his weak ass poor analogies. He's literally putting the words, put a bullet in Donald Trump, and it like, oh, it's just a metaphor. Dude, do you not know what fucking year it is? We got psychopaths showing up outside the house of justices of the peace. We have another psychopath that just broke into the house of the Speaker of the House and tried to kneecap her, but she wasn't there, so they just bashed her husband in the head with a hammer. This is no environment for your pitiful analogies of, we got to put a bullet in his campaign. We got to put a bullet in Donald Trump. You're going to get another psycho just wound up. And I'm not Andy. Why does it say I'm Andy? I have to, this is worth stopping the show. JJ is not Andy. You're going to get another psychopath to do some more outrageous and crazy stuff. This guy right here, Rick Wilson, you better investigate him, charge him an FCC violation. This is on MSNBC. A threat to the life of the president. Now, I understand, because I'm a rational person, he probably wasn't talking about actually murdering the president, but that's a poor turn of phrase, if you don't mind me saying so. At the very least, stop having this guy on TV, founder of Intrepid Media. He knows what the rules are. That's not acceptable. All right. Let's talk Twitter stuff. This is just the like sprinkles on top. Let's see what's going on with Twitter. Now, I know you guys know. Let me what do I opine a little bit? I know you guys know, because of how important Twitter is to you. I know how important it is to you. I know that your tweets and your retweets and your likes, I know that is a vicarious replacement for normal human interaction, and it is the thing that gives you fuel in your trapped and empty life. It's the thing that makes you convince yourself that life is worthwhile. I have retweets. I know that's what it is for you. But there's some sad saps out there that haven't even got on Twitter yet. So, you're the lucky ones. So Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter back in March 20th of this year. He offered a premium price, and then his offer was accepted because Twitter didn't have much time. So they basically he offered it like a week before the end of the quarterly reports, and they either had to take the deal or not, and they could report it on their quarterly reports or not. So they were kind of like strong-armed into taking the deal. And then after they took the deal, documents were signed, some information was exchanged, and Elon got a whiff that stuff wasn't right and tried to back out of the deal. And they said, no, you have to buy. And then I think he sued, there was a countersuit, and then it was like, I don't want to buy. They wanted me to buy. And then he said, okay, fine, I'll buy. And then now, as of last Friday, Elon Musk is the owner of Twitter. for all intents and purposes. It is no longer a publicly traded company. It is now, he has converted it to a private holding, so it's no longer publicly traded. I think those that hold shares still hold shares, but there is no board. Elon, let's see. I think that's one of my. Let's see. That's one of my stories. Anyway, so Elon immediately took over Friday and fired the executives of Twitter. He fired Parag Agrawal. He fired Vijay Gade and some other executives. My understanding is he fired them for cause, which means they don't get their golden parachute exit deals. So, yes. Jeremy admits to not being on Twitter and is therefore a sad sap. Yeah. You don't know what's happening. How are you supposed to stay up to date with all of the things that are happening in the world, Jeremy, if you don't have Twitter and you don't have the people on Twitter to either make you feel good about yourself or to make you feel bad about yourself and try to get you to kill yourself? So Elon Musk is now in charge. He's fired the executives. Elon has discharged and fired the board. Elon is the only person sitting on the board right now. Elon makes all the decisions. Elon has said that, well, first of all, I mean, it's not going to be that way forever, but by taking it private, he has the ability to be agile and pivot and make changes without having the board push back and say, oh, if we do that, we're going to have earnings go down or whatever. Just discard all of that nonsense. Let's just retool this thing right now. So here we go. First things up. Elon Musk is going to start charging users a monthly fee for verification. Now, I'm not verified. I'm betting you're not verified. So neither of us are like, so what? There's a lot of people that is their pride of their day is that they're verified blue check and they're better than you. And a lot of those people are journalists and media personalities, celebrities, influencers, influencers without the level of sway that I happen to hold here. I don't need a blue check mark to tell me how important my opinion is. I know. I live in my truth. Yeah. So for a small subclass of people, Twitter verification is the thing that says, I'm me, I'm important, you peon, you are not, and, follow my opinion. So what it really is a stamp of endorsement from the company, right? If you see, you guys are not, but if you see people tweeting and you see something outrageous, one of the things that you see is this blue check mark, like Jack has got a blue check mark right here. Well, you know that not only is that actually Jack Posobiec, but it means that, in a certain way, the person there has been endorsed by the company. I mean, that's how it's taken. It's taken as validity, and it's taken as, a lifting up of an individual out of the masses to have a more important voice. So Elon's, and that people love, they may not tell you that they love having verification and a blue check mark. Brian, that's a good idea. We'll get to that. That's a good idea, sir. Now, they may not tell you that they love having a blue check mark, but when you start taking it away and say, well, you can have it, but it's not free anymore. Oh, do they whine and cry and moan and bitch? So Elon Musk, he's going to take Twitter. He's going to take it from a public company to a private company. He's going to make it more utilitarian, and he's going to make it more profitable. He's going to make it have better ad targeting. It has terrible ad targeting. He's going to make it have his intention is to have it be have appeal as the public square, the place where we can speak to each other. That's what it's intended to be. That's not what it is. Obviously, if you hold a certain category of opinions up until last week and currently still, if your opinions are extreme enough, then you can be ostracized from society and dumped into the trash can of forever, banned, as you will. So Elon Musk says, no, we're gonna change this platform. We're gonna make it a better place for people to talk. We're gonna make it more diverse, and we're also gonna make it more profitable. And one of the ways we're gonna make it more profitable is by making people pay for the stuff they want. And the thing they want is to be verified. Okay, then for $20 a month, the users can sign up for Twitter Blue. Now, Twitter Blue currently is $4.99 a month, so it's $5 a month. And it has, like, I don't know, a couple of extra features. I don't know which ones. Because I don't care. But under the new revenue plan, users will be charged $20 a month, and it will include verification status as well as those additional features and maybe some other features. Features like edit your tweet. Currently, you send a tweet, you cannot edit it. So you can delete it and tweet again, but then you've lost the momentum of your initial tweet or whatever. So, there's downsides. So, existing verified accounts will have 90 days to decide whether they're going to opt in and stay on Twitter Blue and pay $20 a month or opt out. I think that the number of lobies, the people that are riding with free verification or with the cheaper plan, I mean, there's going to be fewer of them that convert, but you're going to have probably more revenue. And ultimately, you're going to have some users that are going to be like, it's absolutely worth $20 a month for me to have my brand be verified, my store on Twitter where I advertise my t-shirts or my products or my, I don't know, coffee mugs or necklaces or jewelry. If it can have that blue check mark and that endorsement, it's going to be worthwhile. So it makes sense. If I had $20 a month or any revenue at all for this thing, it might be worthwhile for me to be like, hey, JJ is verified, and also join rumble.com/JJW, where you can get amazing and insightful videos every single day, cast to you live at 6:30 in the morning, or occasionally on the weekend whilst we draw pitches. So it might be worthwhile, but it's not worthwhile to me. I doubt it's worthwhile to you, but there are some out there for whom it is important. Okay, so he's going to change the revenue model. Oh, look at who's on the screen there. Mr. Pelosi attacker. So that's shaken up the, I'm going to say left, but it's not really the left. It's more like the media class. It's the whatever category of people that ride or die as the influential people on Twitter. Well, they're a little bit shook right now. I can't get this dude off my screen. Get off my screen, bro. All right, so that's one. Here's another one. Elon Musk is reportedly going to lay off 25% of Twitter. Now, in advance of the purchase, there were rumors that he would lay off 75% of the workforce. There were some other reports that if he didn't go through with the purchase, then Twitter was going to have to lay off 25%. And the current reports are that Elon will lay off a quarter of Twitter's workforce. And regarding that feature upgrade to have $20 verification, $20 Twitter Blue, Elon said, you guys have until like November 7th to get this activated and deployed, or you're fired. So, I mean, he gave them a deadline to change one of the models of the Twitter paying experience. So he gave them a very short time frame. But in addition to that, Elon plans to let go a quarter of its workforce as part of what is expected to be a first round of layoffs, reported by the Washington Post on Monday. Celebrity lawyer Alex Spiro, a longtime Musk legal representative, led conversations about job cuts, according to the report. Twitter has over 7,000 employees at the end of 2021, according to a regulatory filing, and a quarter of the headcount would be, like less than 2,000 people, but still 2,000 people. Musk denied a New York Times report about laying off Twitter employees at a date earlier than November 1st to avoid stock grants due on the day. So Washington Free Beacon. How do you know that is why he denied that? Did he say that's what? Because there's no quote here. So Musk denied a New York Times report about laying off earlier than November 1st to avoid stock grants on the day. So how do you know that's the reason? Did he just deny it and then you add this in there? What is this? This is, well, it's NewsGuard certified. Twitter did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for comment. Musk fired Twitter chief Parag Agrawal, Ned Segal, and Vijaya Gade on a completion of a 6-month, $44 billion buyout on the social media platform Thursday. So 2,000. So there's at least 2,000. Well, there's probably 2,000 people that are definitely going to be like upset about losing their jobs, and you're going to cause some. What would you say? Would you say maybe stir some disturbance? Maybe sow some discord publicly? Why in Brian here with the truth. Brian says, why worry about stock reports when it's now a private company? Why indeed? Elon Musk does not care if this thing makes money right now. He's already overpaid for it. What he's got is the platform. I don't know if the technology is great, but what you have with Twitter is you have addicted consumers, and you have a platform that's known for short messaging, like microblogging. But the biggest asset is the fact that everybody that's on Twitter is like addicted to Twitter. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Will they post their complaints on Twitter? Mr. E asked if they post their complaints on Twitter, and I guarantee you, some of them are going to say they're going to be like, before I get banned from this platform, da 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 da. Elon Musk, this. And are they going to get banned? No, they're not going to get banned. They're just going to accuse you of banning them for what they have to say, but they're not actually going to get banned. But when they had control of Twitter, oh, for sure you get banned if you say something they don't like. So yeah, there's going to be people that run their mouths a little bit, unless there's some, I don't know, contracts in place where, like, there might be like an NRA, NDA type thing. But I doubt it. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. We are Twitter heavy today. Let's see what I have over here. Here is a substantiation of what Deacon said yesterday on the show. So yesterday, Deacon said this on the show, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if this is true or not. he comes at me with these statements and doesn't have a story, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm doing everything I can to have this show have the presentation and appearance of being at least kind of news related. And then he says something like, the Pelosi attacker was a male prostitute, and on the show I was like, oh my God. Immediately I was like, I wasn't expecting this. I don't know how to handle it. Elon drops bomb and replies to Hillary that Nancy Pelosi's husband may have been in an altercation with male prostitute. This is posted by Jack Posobiec, and it was this story here where Jack, I think Hillary had posted whatever this story was, and then Elon boosted it and says this is some story posted on the LA Times. Accused Pelosi attacker David DePape spread QAnon, other far right, except as I understand it, he's a member of the Green Party. He's a male prostitute. This guy's just mentally ill. He's a wacko. Elon Musk replied to whoever posted that story and said, there is a tiny possibility that there might be more to the story than meets the eye. And then from SM Observed, the awful truth, Paul Pelosi was drunk again, and at San Francisco's gay bars closed at 2 a.m. Two gay men in a bar went home together. Happens every night. The implication there is that Paul Pelosi brought home a David DePape as a male prostitute, Don't know if that's true or not. I believe that Elon took this tweet down. So for whatever that is worth, if you post something, but then you take it down, maybe it's not. Maybe you find out it's not true. I don't know. But for a moment, Elon Musk, owner of Twitter, one of probably the most influential people on Twitter, is certainly now. Elon Musk boosted this story during the Sunday or Monday. So the link to the Santa Monica Observer was crashed at some point because Elon had boosted it. But the full text says Paul Pelosi stated he doesn't know who the male is, but he advised that his name is David and he's a friend. I don't know. So there's all kinds of like theories floating around, but I mean the facts, as I understand them, are Paul Pelosi and this dude were at Paul Pelosi's house. Both were wearing just their underwear, but if it's 2 a.m. and somebody shows up at my house, I'm not surprised if I'm wearing underwear. So I don't know where the guy came from. I know that there was a third person in the house. I don't know what that means. And Paul Pelosi had a hammer, and then the guy took it and beat him in the head with it. So that's the facts as I understand them. Apparently, this person who is a member of the Green Party and apparently also QAnon is probably mentally ill and a little wacko. Why doesn't the Speaker of the House have a security detail for her family? Why is that? Why can the third in line to be leader of the free world have a gay bar pickup just assault them at their house while other people are there in front of witnesses? How come we don't? How come there's no like security and stuff? I don't know. Well, I hope hope Paul recovers, and maybe to the extent that he is complicit in bringing home a male prostitute, I certainly hope that doesn't happen again, unless he wants it to. Free country. I doubt that he wants it to. Probably has a headache about this whole thing. Okay. Twitter, man, I mean, we just stacked deep with Twitter stories. Twitter removes a warning flag on a Just the News ballot harvesting story after direct appeal by Musk. So this also happened this week. Just the News, as you guys know, is one of my favorite websites to get news from. It is NewsGuard certified at 69.5 out of 100, which means they do not repeatedly publish false content and they regularly correct or clarify errors, and they disclose later ownership and financing. They clearly label advertising, and they reveal who's in charge of the company. This is justthenews.com. It's a great news website. Apparently, Just the News had a ballot harvesting story that, when posted on Twitter editorial, Twitter, shenanigans behind the thing, go in and they label things that they don't like or agree with as misinformation. Well, that wasn't true. It was a legitimate story from a legitimate news source. Twitter removes the flag warning on the JTN ballot harvesting story after appeal from Musk. But you have to be what? You have to be Elon Musk to get a bogus tag taken off the news story. John Solomon made a report on Thursday that included a link to his interview with a whistleblower. The label was put on that post Friday, and as of Monday morning, it's no longer there. Although Solomon appeared to be the first to appeal to Musk, the new Twitter owner responded directly on Sunday to a post on the matter by Tom Fitton, president of the watchdog group Judicial Watch. If you guys don't follow Tom Fitton, definitely follow him. I mean, I can't sit through every single legal dispute that he talks about, but he's in my feed, and I occasionally watch some of his stuff on YouTube. But you should follow Tom Fitton on Judicial Watch, because he is legitimately trying to hold the government to account when very few others do. Certainly, our media does not. Our media does not hold the government to account for anything. So Elon Musk said, "I'll look into this. Twitter should be even-handed, favoring neither side." Really? It really should. Just let people post whatever they want. If it's fake, it's fake. Just in your life, just assume people lie to you. Will you just go through your life assuming that you're being lied to? sometimes, and therefore be critical of everything you hear and say, I hear that, but maybe it's true, maybe it's not, I don't know. I'm not just going to believe everything that I read on the internet. Don't take that from me. I believe everything I read on the internet. That's the other way to go. The other way to go is one way to go is believe everyone is lying to you. And the other way to go is just believe everything. I'll just believe everything. It's easier. You take a bunch of calculations out of your day if you just be like, oh, that must be true. Must be true. Solomon said he was grateful to Musk, whose first full day as owner was on Friday. The flagged post was related to an on-the-record story co-bylined by John Solomon and published Wednesday detailing the Democrat whistleblower. This is down in Florida, I believe. We didn't cover it on the show. Like I need to get banned again on YouTube. The Democrat whistleblower's complaint about an alleged long-running and widespread ballot harvesting operation in Florida. Now, as I understand the actual story, this Democrat whistleblower was a former elected official who got kind of ousted or whatever, and she only really came forward with this story after she had either lost her primary or was no longer going to be backed by the Democratic Party. Apparently, let me see if I have the, let's dig in and get to the actual Just the News story. Here we go. That's one of the great things of Just the News is you can go to the top and dig in and go to their sources. It's great. It's the best. It's one of the best sites. If it's true, let's see. Well, how is this where's the headline? Oh, that's they linked to the same story. That's silly. Okay. Well, don't I look silly? Anyway, so at least by account of one, censorship is down on Twitter. Rather than flagging stories that they don't like, we've got one knocked back that we're back to just news. Whether it's true or false, we don't know. I mean, wink. They're cheating for sure. If you can cheat, if you have a system where people can cheat with impunity, you can guarantee that people will cheat with impunity. Will it make a difference? I don't know. Will it tilt the needle across the line and get one person in office and the other? I don't know. Is it widespread? Whatever that means, I don't know. Is it targeted fraud? Almost certainly. But if you have a system where there's there's a way for people to cheat and it's not being enforced, you can guarantee that there's people that are going to cheat. Okay. Here's here's the story. Elon Musk is the sole director of Twitter. I mentioned that earlier. I didn't find it when I was looking for it, but he's the only one calling the shots right now. All right. Now we're going to get to what Twitter's really about. Twitter's really about Manuel Rosario telling me what Black Adam's about. I haven't seen Black Adam. I know you guys are dying to see Black Adam in movie theaters. The Rock, 10 years in the making, being a superhero. I know you're probably dreaming about it at night. You probably wake up every day thinking, when can I find a break in my day that I can watch Black Adam? And I don't really blame you. I got kids. I can't go to the theater right now, so I'm gonna have to live vicariously through others. And Twitter's how I'm gonna do it. So I saw this from Manuel a couple days ago. He tweeted at me. He says, look at this ticket, Black Adam, 2:00 on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Oh man, he went and watched Black Adam. I says, hey, what'd you think? And he says to me, I enjoyed it. Aldous Hodge murdered the Hawkman role. Okay, so I've seen the trailer like 90 times because every time my wife and I are watching Alaskan Bush People on Discovery Go, every single time, it'll play for like 2 minutes and then it goes to commercial and then another Black Adam commercial plays again and again. I have seen Black Adam catch Hawkman and zap him with lightning like, 50 times. Anyway, he says the Hawkman thing looks dopey on the commercial because you only see it for like a split second. But apparently the dude that played the role did a good job. He was badass. The Rock is The Rock. So, you know what you're getting. You go to a Rock movie, you're going to watch The Rock. The Rock's gonna like break stuff and like be unbreakable. You're gonna get a Rock movie. I believe that Manuel compliments The Rock on the part he played. The story, he says, wasn't that good, and the Mom and Son was not that good. I think he means Mom and Son. So this is like the mom and son story that takes place like way back in ancient history, something like that. He says that wasn't that good, but the comedic brothers saved the scenes. I'd watch it again on TV. That is a solid. I'm B plus. It sounds like a solid B plus to me, Manuel. If I'm misinterpreting you, please let me know. I said, hey, does the Black Adam reboot and save the DCEU after Snyderverse and Wonder Woman 1984? In your opinion, Manuel never saw Wonder Woman 1984, but if they start over from scratch with Black Adam and Henry Cavill as Superman and what's his name, Chuck as Shazam, and they grow from there, he thinks it'll be good. And if they should just recast everybody else and don't rush to Justice League, whatever Marvel did. They just need to do it how you build. You got to build slow and build your bricks and build your universe. Okay. Let's so that is from Manuel Rosario on Twitter and Two-Tone Manny. Two-Tone Manny. He's a Nets fan, father to a beautiful baby girl, Olivia. All right. Go follow Two-Tone Manny on Twitter at Two-Tone Manny. He's our official movie correspondent for the Your Two Dads show. Oh, Deacon's not here. Let's do this. Boop. There's not two dads. I'm no longer out of alignment here. From Bleeding Fool, ratings wise, a mixed bag. Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam, not a hit with critics, but I think fans like it. The most reliable shill critics had a lot of things to say about Black Adam. A strong entry into the DCEU. Johnson has been attached to Black Adam for nearly 2 decades. It's like 15 years. His love for the DC universe shines through the film, and his passion pays off well, says Shiraz Faruqi at Cinema Debate. Somebody was real glad they got a premiere ticket pass and an invitation to watch the movie, I think. Johnson keeps up his enchanting, and Johnson's got charisma. He can put butts in seats. That's what it's about, right? That's what it's about. Oh, what's this over here? We have financial indicators in just a second. We'll get to that. You know, I like graphs and Deacon don't, so we're going to do graphs in a second. Johnson keeps his enchanting presence as he lands old-fashioned one-liners and brutal action with all with complete passion. Those who have been waiting for this adaptation long since Johnson first expressed his interest way back in 2007 will not walk away disappointed. The Rock delivers one of his best performances. He puts his heart and soul into the role. An absolutely terrific performance by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Just take that sentence right there and process that in your mind. Right there. That's enough right there. An absolutely terrific performance by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Do those words even really make sense in that order? Is that anything that you would think like, I mean, like fun? I would say fun, yes. Terrific performance? Okay. Let's look at this. This is thenumbers.com. What we have here are the box office returns and I believe the projection for Black Adam. The shaded area represents the expected performance range for a film based on its opening weekend box office. 95% of all films fall within the shaded area. If a film trends toward the top of this shaded area, it has good legs compared to the average film. If it trends towards the bottom of the end of the shaded area, it has poor legs. The predictive area is based on movies from the past 5 years. So this little tornado-looking thing you see here, this is the range of expectation. And let me see if I can help you. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Enhance. Now you can see it a little better. Oh, what's this? October 20th. Opens at 7.6 million in previews. All right. Opening day, Friday, October 21st. 26.7 million. Okay, not too bad. Oh, it got up to 50 million by the 22nd. And then it kind of peaked out at the end of opening weekend, 67 million, and then proceeded to fall below the shaded area. I mean, it is locked in at the bottom of the line. So based on this information here at the bottom,
She just threw up the crackers.
okay, my little girl's still sick. Based on this line right here, now I'll have to go probably take care of that or help. We're almost done anyway. Based on this trend line, well, that don't look so good because, you know, if a movie's performs at the top end of the range, it has good legs. Bottom end of the range, not good legs. Well, that's not fair. It's opening weekend, JJ. That's not fair. Let's see how it's doing in its own right. Here, this is in comparison. Black Adam cost $200 million. Wonder Woman cost $200 million. Doctor Strange cost $200 million. Thor: Love and Thunder cost $250. Justice League cost $300 million. So that's production budget. That's what a movie costs. On average, these all are in about the same number of theaters, except for Wonder Woman. I guess Wonder Woman. Wow. You know, Wonder Woman made them like a lot of money. They must have had no confidence in 1984, so they put it in half as many theaters. Okay, well, whatever. And despite that, it had more. It had the same number of theatrical engagements as Doctor Strange and Thor: Love and Thunder. The domestic opening weekend for Thor: Love and Thunder, 144 million. But that's like the 26th Marvel movie. Justice League had an opening weekend of $93 million way back in 2017. Wonder Woman had only 16. That's the second Wonder Woman. And then Doctor Strange was like a huge blockbuster. Black Adam opened at 67 milli. $67 million opening weekend at the box office. Okay. It's not Thor: Love and Thunder. Understandable. It's not Justice League, but it is better than Wonder Woman. And it is on par with Aquaman. Now, Aquaman was like a $1 billion movie. Aquaman made $1.1 billion worldwide. And in the U.S., it made $335 million. So it definitely covered its budget, but it also cost less money. So here we go, and we see plotted up here the performance of Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange made bukus of bucks, and you can see the way the trend goes is it goes up, and then it levels off after probably within the first 20, 30 days, it starts to level out, and then you basically don't make any more money. So here we have Thor: Love and Thunder, which made significantly less money than Doctor Strange, but it had a higher, it had more opening legs. Here we have this green line is Justice League. So this is the performance of Justice League, which topped out about 220. And here, Aquaman launched on the same trajectory as the first couple of days of Black Adam, but it got good reviews as being, fun and having, being like action movie the movie. And so it kind of surged up and kept growing for the first 21 days that it was in the release. Black Adam, if you look close, Black Adam had a strong opening weekend for, I guess a DC movie, and then it already started to level over. So unless it gets good press or good word of mouth, it's going to start leveling over to right there, and we're going to look at 150 million. It may not even make its budget back. So international box office, I mean, you include international sales, it's going to probably be profitable, but 110 million in the I don't know. It's not off to a strong start, is what I'm saying. And the other page had the projections where it was performing at the bottom of range of projections. Not strong. Not a strong opening weekend, according to the numbers, not according to me. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But you got some journalists out there trying to pump things up, and then you have some less enthusiastic reviews from IGN, Cinema Blend, IndieWire, and Screen Crush. Black Adam was a long time coming, and it really wasn't worth the wait. Ooh, that stings. That stings. Anyway, okay. I know you guys are super excited about Black Adam. My wife has comments about Black Adam. Those comments are something like, why would I want to watch this movie? What's it about? I have no idea. I don't even know who the bad guy is. I mean, obviously, Black Adam is not the bad guy. He's the bad guy that becomes the good guy, right? So there's some other bad guy. You see it like a fraction of a second in the trailer. It's some red guy with horns and body piercings or something. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, so that is everything that we have to say about Black Adam. But Manuel said it's all right. So if you want to go watch a fun action movie, we got Thanksgiving coming up. So I know that it used to be when we would go visit family and we'd have a big Thanksgiving lunch. The kids would take a nap and we would go watch a movie in the theaters. This might be a nice lighthearted afternoon film. So if this can stay in theaters for another 3 weeks, it might make a good amount of money come Thanksgiving. Okay. That was way more than anybody cared about hearing about Black Adam. Brian says, I don't think anyone knows who that character is. I almost don't know who that character is. I know that he's not Shazam. Yeah, well, Jeremy says Black Adam should be the bad guy, but they don't want The Rock playing a villain. Right. I've been reading comics my whole life. I've read some comics with Black Adam. I barely know who he is. He's like king of Kandahar or something. He lived like 5,000 years ago. He made the deal with the wizard. He got the superpowers, but he's kind of a prick. Morally, it doesn't have a strong moral compass, we'll say. Okay. Well, that is all we have today. Thank you for hanging out with us while we read the tweets of the dead here on Tweets de la Muerta. And if I could find the thing, I'm going to remind everybody, hey, thanks for watching. We had like, for some reason, the video with Joe Biden and nukes in the title, it got like a bunch of views for a Rumble video. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I started making better titles. So don't be shocked if you see incendiary titles in the show as I chase those clicks. Got to get those clicks up. Our job together as a team is to get a critical mass of people watching the show so that we can trick the rest of the internet into thinking that this is an influential show. That's the scam. That is the con that we're doing. We get enough people over here that it looks like there's a bunch of people huddled around a thing, and then everybody else is like, what's going on over there? That's the scam. So that's what we got to work on. We got to work on getting some more and I don't know any con man words, but we need to front the audience and make it cardboard cutouts work, just stack a bunch of cardboard cutouts and then just have a few real people around the backside so it looks like real. That's the game. Anytime, JJ. Good show as usual. Have a great one. Hope your daughter feels better. Yeah. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to get like Pedialyte or Gatorade or something like that. I don't know, but she's been sick now 3 times, so I'm gonna go take care of my little girl. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, and everybody pray for Deacon. We can't have people being sick. Deek needs to get better. I'm really worried about him. I'm really worried. And so if you guys don't mind, appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's the thank you so much for hanging out while I I talk explained at you. Bye. Where's the outro? Bye.